Friendly Neighborhood Gamer here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite weapons to use, and man, is it fun. But before I show you that weapon, I just want to say that Fallout 76 is kind of in a downward trend. Hopefully the devs can do something to make this game more playable, fix all the bugs, because this game is definitely on a downward trend and it's sad to see. Although I have lost faith in most of the devs to bring playable content to this game, which is really sad to see because Fallout 76 is such a fun game and it can have huge potential, but it looks like it's just on a downward trend because of the devs going in the wrong direction and not listening to us players. And once you get to the end game of this game, there's really not much you can do, so they really need to bring something that can further the progress in the game once you're kind of at your end game status. Anyways, I just wanted to rant a little bit about that, and with that said, let's get straight into this video, and I'm going to be showing you this awesome weapon that I currently use. And of course, this weapon is going to be the railway rifle. It is one of my current favorite weapons to use just because it's so fun, it's unique, and it's just a blast to use. Now, it's not going to be the most OP weapon in the game, but it does a pretty insane amount of damage, especially with the ammo glitch paired with it. So this is the current railway that I use. It is a bloodied one, and the bullets explode for area damage. And also it has the automatic piston receiver, so it fires automatically, which makes it a lot funner to use. Also paired with the long barrel and the recoil compensating stock. I was lucky enough to get this weapon from killing Earl and getting it from that event, so really lucky in that department. But as you can see, it does a nice amount of damage, but when it's paired in VATS, of course it glitches out and you can fire a bunch of shots in VATS without the VATS meter really going down. I like using the railway without the VATS because it's fun to aim and shoot with, and it just does that explosive damage. But it is really fun to use in VATS as well, just because your AP goes down very, very slowly when you're shooting it in VATS with the automatic receiver. Usually my go-tos are the Dragon or the Black Powder Rifle because those are way fun to use. But I have found this weapon to be just as fun, maybe not with the high amount of damage like the Dragon and the Black Powder Rifle, but man, it's just a fun weapon to use because of the looks and the usability of it. And this thing can take out enemies insanely quick. If you lock onto him in VATS or even without VATS, it kills him pretty quickly. As you can see, I melt this Mirelurk Queen very quickly with this. Also, the railway spikes only requires 7 steel, which is kind of a lot, but it's not that much, and they only require steel. That's the only requirement for the ammo for this. So if you have a lot of steel, this is such a fun weapon to use. It's also fun to just switch up weapons every once in a while. I always try and find something new and exciting to use. I've always kind of liked the railways, but I've never really been into them that much until I got this one, which I've been using quite frequently for a little bit of time now. Without the mag glitch, this is still a way fun weapon to use, but with it, it makes it a lot better to fire endlessly at enemies and do a nasty amount of damage to them. So let me show you my current card setup. I have the commando build is what I usually currently run with automatic rifles. So I have the commando perk cards, the ground pounder, I also have the tank killer, and then the rest of this is mostly just the commando to get that extra 20% damage for automatic weapons. Of course, you got to have that concentrated fire perk because you can concentrate on the specific parts of the body that you want to cripple or do extra damage. The tenderizer to do an extra 10% of damage over 10 seconds, which is really nice. Nerd Rage, which gives you that higher damage when you're low health. Demolition, of course, if you're doing explosive weapons. And then usually I go with more of a sneak kind of build, so I'm usually sneaking. I don't usually have that home defense perk card on, I just have it at the moment. But I usually switch that out for the sneak at level 3. So most of my perk cards here are just to get that extra damage output for the weapons or with anything in general. I don't run power armor a lot, so I have a lot of these ones that will reflect damage when they're coming at you, which is really nice, but this is mostly my perk card setup that I use for this weapon. Now, if you want to know where to get this automatic piston receiver for this rifle, you're going to want to go to Watoga, and then the Watoga Shopping Plaza is where you'll find this plan. So if you go down to the Watoga Shopping Plaza and go to the vendor there, he's going to be the one that has this plan so you can make this weapon automatic. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you this awesome weapon, and it's fun to use. Kind of give it a little change up. If you have any of these, break them out and use them while you can, because they are way, way fun to use. Down in the comments, please let me know what kind of weapons you're using for endgame, paired with the mag glitch or without the mag glitch. I always like to see what other people are using for that endgame setup, because it's such an essential way to play the game and have fun right there at the end, especially when there's not much to do. Anyways, hopefully this video is helpful. I kind of just wanted to shed light on this awesome rifle. So let me know what you guys are currently using, because I'm definitely curious to know. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later. Hit the damn subscribe button already.